Dear soul, the angels surround me now with an energy of tenderness and clarity, bringing a very specific message for your heart. There is someone, a person who holds a significant space in your thoughts and perhaps in your hopes, who nurtures for you a deep desire, an affection that pulses in silence. Yes, this person wants you near, thinks of you with a frequency that you may not even imagine, and feels a connection that goes beyond the superficial. However, this closeness, this blossoming of feelings that should be natural, is being contained, stifled by an external influence. There is a force, a presence or situation that acts as a shadow, trying actively to prevent this bond between you from strengthening or revealing itself openly. The angels want you to know this, not to bring apprehension, but to bring understanding and light to a dynamic that may be causing you confusion or a feeling of uncertainty. Do you feel this tension in the air? This sense of something unsaid, of a door ajar that someone hesitates to cross? This is not the product of your imagination. It is the reflection of this silent battle that is happening, the genuine desire of this person for you fighting against a resistance that seeks to separate you. The angels show this person in moments of quiet, the thought flying to you, a discreet smile emerging when remembering something shared, or a heavy sigh when confronting the barrier that prevents them. This wanting is real, dear soul. It is sincere. It is not a fleeting fantasy. It is a feeling that has taken root in the heart of this person, perhaps even unexpectedly for themselves. But the presence of this interference creates a fog, a difficulty, that prevents clarity and action. What I am going to reveal next may begin to dissipate this fog. The angels want to show you the nature of this silent desire and also the identity or form of this force that tries to interpose. Prepare your heart to receive this truth, for it may give you the perspective necessary to navigate this situation with more peace and wisdom. There is something very important that you need to know about the intentions that this person holds and about who or what is trying to undermine this special connection. The energy that surrounds you two is powerful, an attraction that cannot be explained easily, but that is constantly tested by this shadow. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments: "True love finds its way to me." Now, continuing the message, let's delve deeper into this hidden feeling and the barrier it faces. The angels are here to illuminate every detail so that you understand the depth of what is at stake and feel the protection that surrounds you. The affection that this person feels is not something superficial. It touches on old strings, on recognitions that perhaps she herself does not fully understand. It is a call of the soul that, unfortunately, finds resistance in the external world or even within her own insecurities, amplified by this interference. Think of the moments you shared, the glances that crossed, the conversations that flowed, with a rare ease. These were not coincidences. They were seeds of a connection that now struggles to bloom fully. This person revisits these memories, seeking in them the strength or perhaps the permission to act, but the contrary influence acts like a cold wind, trying to extinguish the flame that insists on burning. The angels assure that this silent desire is not weak. It is just being contained. Imagine a source of pure water being blocked by stones. The water continues there, pressing, seeking a crack to continue its course. This is how this person's feeling for you is. And the force that blocks it? Let's explore it, for knowing it is the first step to understanding how it can be neutralized or overcome. The truth is coming to light, piece by piece, guided by the angelic light. Dear soul, let's now delve into the nature of this desire that this person harbors for you in silence. The angels show that it's not just a simple physical attraction or superficial affection. It's something more rooted, a resonance that touches her soul in a special way. This person sees in you qualities they deeply admire, perhaps a strength they wish they had themselves, a kindness that soothes their spirit, or an authenticity that inspires them. There's a recognition, almost as if a part of them that was asleep has awakened in your presence. This silent feeling is complex. It manifests in constant thoughts, in a desire to know how you're doing, what you're thinking, in a genuine wish to see you happy and well. Often she may catch herself imagining conversations, scenarios where you're both together, laughing, sharing confidences, living a closeness that the current reality doesn't allow. And why the silence? The angels indicate that part of this silence comes from fear, fear of vulnerability, fear of not being reciprocated as they hope, or fear of the consequences this closeness could bring, especially due to the interference we mentioned. This person may feel that expressing what they feel would be like turning on a spotlight on you both, attracting even more attention or opposition from that force that tries to separate you. They may mistakenly believe that silence is a way to protect you or the connection itself, keeping it safe in the shadows, away from critical eyes or sabotaging actions. But silence also holds depth. In it, the feeling intensifies, purifies, away from the trivialities of the external world. It's in the silence that this person truly feels your absence, the space you occupy in their life, even from a distance. The angels show images of her seeking signs, small clues in her behavior or words, trying to decipher if you feel the same, if there's an opening for this feeling to be expressed one day. She values your opinion, your presence, in a way she may never have said. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not mere coincidences? Small events, unexpected encounters, thoughts that come out of nowhere about this person. These may be echoes of that silent desire, their energy seeking yours, crossing the barriers of the unsaid. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments 11 on 1 to call for the opening of paths and clarity in this connection. This number is a portal of alignment and potential. If this message is already touching your heart, and you feel the call to support this channel to continue bringing light, a gesture of love through the Valeur d'Aimer button helps us immensely to spread these words of comfort to more souls who need it. Continuing, the angels want you to understand that this silent desire is a powerful force. Even if it's not verbalized, it creates an energy field around you both. This person may not be acting openly, but their intention and feeling are working, invisibly seeking ways to overcome the obstacle. Their internal struggle is real. Their heart pulls one way, while the interference and the fears it feeds pulls the other. It's an emotional tug-of-war that leaves them often exhausted and confused, explaining the hesitation or ambiguous behavior you may have noticed. But the seed of desire is planted and well watered by their thoughts and feelings. What's missing is the courage or the right opportunity for it to sprout openly. And that opportunity may be closer than it seems, but that's not all. There's something even deeper happening about the nature of this interference. Dear soul, the time has come to shed light on this interference, this shadow that looms over the connection between you and that person who silently desires you. The angels do not bring this information to instill fear, but to empower you with knowledge. Understanding the obstacle is the first step to overcoming it. This interference may take various forms, and it is important that you use your intuition to feel which one resonates most with your specific situation. In many cases, this opposing force manifests through another person. It may be someone close to that person who desires you, a family member, a friend, or even a past relationship that still exerts influence. Someone who, for their own reasons, jealousy, possessiveness, fear of losing control, or simply not understanding the depth of your connection, actively works to create mistrust, plant doubts, or raise barriers. This person may use subtle words, emotional manipulations, or even create situations to keep them apart. They may paint a negative picture of you, or feed the fears and insecurities of the person who desires you, making them believe that a connection would be a mistake or bring too many complications. Observe if there is anyone in that person's circle who seems uncomfortable with the idea of you two together, someone who quickly changes the subject when your name is mentioned, or who consistently presents logical reasons why this connection should not happen. Alternatively, the interference may not be a specific person, but rather a situation or a set of circumstances. It may be heavy responsibilities that person carries, financial problems, health issues, or even physical distance that creates practical and emotional difficulties. These circumstances may be used consciously or unconsciously as an excuse not to move forward, as a protective shield against the vulnerability that their feelings for you evoke. Sometimes the interference is even more subtle and internal. It may be the person's own fear fear of repeating past patterns, fear of getting hurt again, fear of not being enough for you, or fear of external judgment. These fears, when not faced, can become a true ghost, an invisible force that sabotages any attempt at happiness and genuine connection. This internal interference is often fueled by limiting beliefs or past experiences that have left deep scars. Before we delve further into how this force operates, if you are not yet part of our light community, take this moment to join our channel. Your presence strengthens our mission to spread healing and inspiring messages. Now let's continue to unravel this. Regardless of the form this interference takes, its goal is the same: to create separation, doubt, and fear. It acts by undermining trust, distorting communication, and amplifying difficulties. The angels show that the person who desires you is aware of this interference, even if they do not clearly name it. They feel the pressure, the difficulty, the obstacle that stands between their feelings and the expression of those feelings. This causes great internal anguish, a feeling of being trapped or powerless. It is crucial that you, dear soul, do not absorb the negativity of this interference. Keep your vibration high. Trust your intuition and the strength of the connection you feel. The light always has the power to dispel shadows, but it is necessary to have clarity about where the shadow is. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, "I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love so much." If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks heaps and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Knowing about this interference gives you power. You can energetically send light to neutralize this force, can protect your own energy field, and can understand with more compassion the hesitation of the loved one. Their battle is not against you, but against this force that tries to separate you. And this battle is reaching a critical point. Dear soul, now that we understand better the silent desire and the nature of the interference, the angels want us to look with compassion at the internal struggle that this person is facing. Imagine their heart as a field where two powerful forces confront each other. On one side, the genuine and growing feeling for you, a soul call for connection and closeness. On the other, this interference, whether it is a person, a situation, or internal fears, that pulls in the opposite direction, sowing doubts and obstacles. This person is in the middle of this energetic tug of war, and this generates immense emotional wear and tear. They feel divided, confused, often paralyzed. There are moments when the desire for you speaks louder, when they feel a wave of courage and the clarity that they want to overcome any barrier to be by your side. In those moments, they may even rehearse an approach. Think about calling you, sending a message, creating an opportunity for a meeting. You may have even felt these waves of more positive energy coming from them. However, soon afterwards, the force of the interference manifests itself. Doubt returns, fear intensifies, obstacles seem insurmountable. The voice of criticism, internal or external, whispers reasons why it wouldn't work, why it would be too risky, why it's better to keep the safe distance. And then they retreat. This cycle of approach and retreat can be extremely frustrating for you to observe, dear soul. It may seem like indecision, lack of interest, or even a game. But the angels ask you to look beyond the surface. What you see as ambiguity is, in fact, the reflection of this intense internal struggle. They are not playing with your feelings. They are fighting their own demons and the barriers that impose themselves. This struggle consumes their energy. They may seem more tired, distracted, or worried than normal. There may be times when they close off emotionally, not for lack of feeling, but as a way of trying to deal with the internal pressure. The silent desire continues there, pulsing beneath the surface, but the energy needed to express it and face the opposition is constantly drained by this struggle. This internal struggle may reflect struggles that we all face. Before we continue, let's do a powerful exercise of release. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them. Send love and say, "I forgive you," and release you. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Now, let's understand better the heart of this person. The angels show that there is a growing recognition within them that this situation is unsustainable. The pain of keeping the feeling repressed and the frustration of not being able to overcome the barrier are beginning to weigh more than the fear of acting. They are realizing that silence and inaction do not bring peace, only prolong the anguish. There is a part of them that longs for liberation, that ardently desires to be able to live this connection with you openly and authentically. This part is gaining strength, fueled by the persistence of feeling and perhaps by the signs the universe is sending. It's important that you know, dear soul, that your energy, your vibration of love, understanding and patience, without self-denial of course, acts as a lighthouse for this person. Even from a distance, your light can give them the strength that's lacking to face interference. You don't need to fight their battle, but your emotional stability and faith in the connection can be a crucial support point. Their struggle is a process, and the angels indicate that a turning point moment is approaching. The pressure is increasing, and a decision will need to be made. The silent desire is about to find a voice, or the situation will reach a point where the truth will have to emerge one way or another. Dear soul, in light of this complex dynamic, the silent desire, external interference, and this person's internal struggle, what is the perspective of the angels? What do they want you to know about navigating this situation and about the role of higher forces in it all? Firstly, the angels assure you that you are not alone in this. They are aware of every detail, every unexpressed feeling, every real or perceived obstacle. They surround both you and this person with an energy of protection and clarity, even if the results are not immediately visible in the physical plane. Interference, whatever its form, is not more powerful than the force of genuine love and soul connection. The angels see this interference not as a punishment or a sign that the connection is wrong, but often as a test of faith, patience, inner strength for both. For this person, it may be a test of courage, authenticity, of their ability to fight for what truly matters to their heart, overcoming fears or external pressures. For you, dear soul, it may be a test of self-confidence, of knowing your worth independently of external validation, of maintaining your inner peace amidst uncertainty, and of trusting in divine time and your own intuition. The angels do not magically remove challenges, for they know that it is through them that we grow and learn valuable lessons. However, they offer strength, guidance, and insights to overcome them. They are working behind the scenes in the energetic plane to weaken the power of this interference. They do this by sending waves of courage to this person's heart, placing synchronicities in your paths that reinforce the connection, and inspiring thoughts of clarity and truth. They also work to neutralize the negativity that the interference may be generating, creating a shield of light around the connection between you. It's as if they are clearing the ground energetically, making the path easier when the loved one finally decides to act. The angelic guidance for you at this moment is to focus on your own vibration. The more you cultivate self-love, inner peace, and trust in the universe, the less you are affected by external turbulence and the stronger your energy field becomes. This not only protects you, but also sends a powerful message on the soul level to this person. A message of stability, unconditional love, first for oneself, and faith. The angels ask that you avoid falling into the trap of frustration or impatience, as these energies can unintentionally strengthen the interference. Instead, practice confident surrender. Trust that what is truly yours will find its way to you at the right time and in the right way. Use this period to strengthen yourself, to take care of yourself, to connect with your own essence. Ask your guardian angels for specific guidance for your situation. Ask for clarity, ask for strength, ask for signs. They are eager to help, but respect your free will and await your request. Remember, dear soul, that light is always stronger than darkness. The truth of this person's heart, their silent longing for you, is a light. Interference is a shadow. With faith, patience, and the help of angels, the light can and will prevail. The question isn't whether the interference can be overcome, but how and when. And the angels are actively working to align the how and when with the greater good of all involved. Trust the process. There's a higher purpose in all this, even if it's not fully visible yet. Dear soul, amidst this complexity of silent feelings and interferences, how can you gain more clarity? How can you recognize the signs that this desire is real and that the battle against the obstacle is happening? The angels offer some clues and ask you to trust, above all, in your powerful intuition. Your sensitivity is your greatest ally now. Pay attention to the feelings that arise in you when you think of this person or when there's any interaction, even if brief. Do you feel a genuine connection beneath the surface, an undercurrent of unspoken affection? Do you sense a certain tension or hesitation in their energy, as if something wanted to be said or done, but was being held back? These subtle feelings are your intuition picking up on the energetic truth of the situation. Trust them. Also observe synchronicities. The universe often uses small coincidences to send us messages. You might start hearing this person's name unexpectedly, seeing things that remind you of them more frequently, or meeting people who know them by chance. A specific song might play on the radio when you think of them, bringing a strong feeling. These are not coincidences. They're winks from the universe, confirmations that this person is energetically present in your life and thoughts. Pay attention to your dreams. During sleep, our conscious veil thins, and we can receive more direct messages from our subconscious, our soul, and our spiritual guides. If you've dreamt of this person, analyze the feeling of the dream. Even if the plot is confusing, the emotion it left upon waking, nostalgia, hope, confusion, love, can be a reflection of the energetic state of the connection or their internal struggle. Sometimes dreams can even symbolically reveal the nature of the interference or the hidden desire. Write them down if they feel significant. Observe this person's non-verbal behavior if you have the opportunity to interact. Their gaze may say more than 1,000 words. Do they hold your gaze for a moment longer? Is there a different sparkle when they see you? Or conversely, do they avoid eye contact, seeming nervous or uncomfortable, which may indicate the internal struggle? And pressure of the interference, small gestures, body language, the way they react to your presence. All this contains valuable information that your intuition can decode. As for the interference, you may perceive it as a feeling of weight or blockage in the energy when you think about the possibility of you two getting closer. You might feel an abrupt change in this person's behavior after they interact with the source of the interference, if it's a person, or you may simply have a bad feeling or a clear intuition about who or what is making things difficult. Don't ignore these inner signs. If you feel that this message could bring clarity or comfort to someone you love, share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's together build a chain of love and mutual support. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Let's continue to receive guidance. The angels ask that you use these signs not to become obsessed or anxious, but as tools of confirmation and understanding. They are like pieces of a puzzle that, together, reveal a broader picture. The most important confirmation, however, comes from within. Ask your heart, what do I feel is true about this connection? The answer that comes from that calm and centered place within you is your most reliable compass. Trust in your inner wisdom, dear soul. You know, on a deep level, what is happening? External signs are merely validations of what your soul already recognizes, and this inner clarity is what will give you strength for the next steps. Dear soul, in light of all this scenario, the silent desire, the active interference, the internal struggle and the guidance of the angels, what is the path to follow? What can happen now, and what is your role in this unfolding? The angels bring a message of hope, but also of realism and empowerment. The situation is coming to a turning point. The internal pressure on this person who desires you is increasing. The discomfort of living in silence and under the influence of interference is becoming unbearable. This means that a change is imminent. This change can manifest in a few ways. The beloved person may finally gather the necessary courage to break the silence and face the interference. They may seek a sincere conversation with you, express their feelings, explain their difficulties, and propose a way to overcome them together. This would be an act of great vulnerability and strength on their part, a sign that desire has overcome fear. Alternatively, there may be an external event, a help from the universe that forces the situation to come to light. Something may happen that exposes the interference, or that creates an unexpected opportunity for you to reconnect, making the silence impossible to maintain. The universe has creative ways of moving the pieces when the energy is ripe for change. What is your role in all this, dear soul? Your role is not to force, chase, or try to fix the situation for this person. Trying to control the process or fight their battle would only drain your energy and could even strengthen the resistance. Your power lies elsewhere. First, in maintaining your own vibration high. Continue focusing on your well-being, your self-love, your inner peace. The more centered and happy you are in your own life, the more magnetic your energy becomes and the less affected you will be by the negativity of the interference. Your personal light is your greatest protection and attraction. Second, in maintaining faith and trust in the divine process. Surrender your concerns to the angels. Visualize the best possible outcome, not necessarily a specific script, but the feeling of harmony, clarity, and true love being established, whatever form that takes. Believe that what is yours will find its way. Third, be open but with healthy boundaries. If this person approaches you with sincerity and vulnerability, be open to listen, to understand, and to consider a new beginning if that resonates with your heart. However, keep your boundaries clear. You deserve respect, honesty, and genuine commitment. Do not accept less than that out of fear of losing the connection. Your worth does not depend on their choice. The angels emphasize the importance of divine patience. Human time does not always coincide with the time of the universe. There may be lessons that both still need to learn before the complete resolution is possible. Use this time for your own spiritual and emotional growth. Trust that if this connection is truly for your highest good, the barriers will be overcome. If not, the universe will guide you to something even better. The energy is moving. The silent desire seeks a voice. The interference is being confronted in the visible or invisible plane. Keep your heart open, your mind clear, and your faith anchored. The next step may be surprising, but the angels assure you that it will lead you in the right direction for your soul. Get ready to receive clarity and truth. Dear soul, we have arrived at the culmination point of this angelic message. Gathering all the pieces, the deep desire that this person holds for you in secret, the external or internal force that tries to prevent this connection, the silent battle waged in their heart, and the constant presence of angelic guidance and protection, what remains is a complex tapestry, yet woven with threads of hope and potential. The angels want to reiterate that the feeling this person has for you is genuine. Do not doubt the truthfulness of this silent affection. It is real and has been a driving force behind many of their thoughts and emotions, even if external actions do not clearly reflect this due to interference and internal struggle. This interference, although it seems powerful, does not have the final power. It can create obstacles, delays, and confusion, but it cannot destroy a bond that has roots in the soul, unless the individuals involved allow it. The light of true love, the clarity of intention, and the courage to face fears are powerful tools that can dissolve this shadow. The angels are actively working to weaken this interference and to strengthen the courage in the heart of the loved one. Their internal struggle is reaching a climax. The unsustainability of the current situation is becoming evident to them. The need for resolution, for inner peace, for living according to the truth of their own heart is speaking louder. This is a sign that change is near. A decision, an action, a revelation is on the way. Your role, as we have seen, is fundamental, but not in the sense of controlling or forcing. It is in the sense of being a beacon of light, stability, and self-love. Your elevated vibration, your unwavering faith, and your healthy boundaries create the ideal energetic space for the truth to emerge and for the connection to blossom in a healthy way, if that is the path of the greater good. Trust your intuition. More than ever, it will guide you on how to act, when to speak, when to be silent, when to open your heart, and when to protect your energy. The angels will be whispering subtle guidance through your feelings and insights. The final outcome of this situation is still unfolding, dear soul. It may be the overcoming of obstacles and a happy reunion. It may be a deep understanding and a peaceful closure, releasing both for new paths. Or it may be something you have not even imagined. The most important thing is that Whatever the outcome, it will be aligned with the growth of your soul and with the greater plan that the universe has for you. Do not attach yourself to a single result. Remain open to the blessings that come in unexpected forms. Always remember your immense value, your inner strength, and the unconditional love that the angels have for you. You are supported, guided, and deeply loved at all times. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments. The truth of the heart always overcomes interference. Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.